everybody, and welcome to Storm Reads. And today I'm going to be talking about the Series About Series Challenge for 2022. So Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books, put on a challenge about trying to finish or at least try to catch up on series. You picked out 21 series and you tried to work on those. And in 2022, she's done something a little different. But she also said that you could just make out an original SAS list of like 22 books that you wanted to read in 2022, and that was fine as well. I've decided to try to do her other one because, there's just a lot of books that I'm wanting to either continue on with or I'm wanting to start, and so I just thought I'd do mine this way. I have 20 series that I've already started, and I would like to try and finish, or at least try to move further along in the series. And some of these will be easy to catch up on, and then some of them I won't catch up on, but I would like to at least make a big dent in them. So the first one I have is the Cedar Cove series, and I need to read by Debbie Maycomer, and I need to read numbers 6 through 12, and I've got number 6 right here. And I've been reading this series forever, and I don't know why I haven't finished it. Like, I binged like the first 5 probably a couple years ago maybe, and then it just kind of fell off the wayside. And I would like to finish this and to say that I have finished the Cedar Cove series. It is a favorite of mine that I really like Debbie Maycomer, and I really like the Cedar Cove series, so I don't know why I just didn't finish it, but we're going to at least try. Then I have the Oakwood Mystery series by Leslie Nagel, and I only need to read books number 3 and number 4 in that series to catch it up. And so I'm like, why didn't I do that? I don't know if it's a finished series or not. I think it might be, and I only have like 2 left, so it's like, come on, Stormy, get with the program. Also, I have the T.J. Jensen series by Kathy Daly, and I only need to read books number 8 through 10. So, come on. And they're short. They're not even very long. So, I just need to bite the bullet and get it done. And then I have the Campers and Criminals series by Tanya Kappas. And this one is a pretty long series, and I don't exactly know how many is out in the series, but I've only read book 1. Which was something about beaches and burglars and something. And bungalows, maybe? I don't know. But I would like to read at least a few in this series. And so I'm going from number 2 to present, because I'm not sure how many. I think there's like, I don't know if there's 22 or 24. Or she writes really quickly. And these are really short too. Like, it won't take me very long to get through them. But I just can't remember how many there are in the series. So, there's that. Then the Scotland Murder Squad series by Alex Grecian. I need to read number, is it 4 or number 5? Here's number 4, just so for reference. I am showing you books that I actually have, if I have them, so that you can see that I did say that I wanted to binge my bookshelves, and so I do actually have some of these books on my bookshelves. And so then the next one is the Country Club series by Juliet Mulhern, and I need to read books number 12 through 14. And then the Witchless in Seattle series by Dakota Cassidy, and I need to read books number 8 through 12. And we have the Cape Bay Cafe series by Lynn Harper, and I need to read books number 5 through 10. The Crew of Hunter series by Heather Graham. I need to read books number 15 through 37. And next I have the Virgin River series by Robin Carr, and I need to read numbers 8 through 19. And I'm buddy reading this with my friend Barb, so I'm sure we'll make a pretty good chunk in this one. Then I have the Gaslight series by Victoria Thompson, and I need to read books numbers 15 through 24. And I really, really like this series, so I think I may be able to catch up on this one. It's pretty doable, I think. Then I have the Amish Mystery Series by Laura Bradford, and I need to read books number 5 through 7, and I am so finishing that series in 2022. Because I really like that series. I have D.I. Nikki Galena by Joy Ellis, and I need to read books number 7 through 13. And I really enjoy this series, and I just can't believe I let it fall by the wayside. It was one of those series that I found when I was going through all my Goodreads, and I knew that I was going to pop that one on this list. And then we have Ishmael Jones by Simon R. Green. I need to read books numbers 2 through 9. And I thought the first book was kind of fun, and so I'm kind of curious to see where this one's going. If I remember right, I think the main character is an alien, maybe, but he looks like a human. he's something strange. I know it's a paranormal-y type thing. Next one is FBI K9 series by Sarah Driscoll. I need to read books numbers 2 through 6. And then I have to have at least one horror on here, and so I have Meg by Steve Alton, and I need to read books 2 through 6. I enjoyed the first book, Meg, and I thought it was a lot of fun, and I like creature kind of killer animal type books, so I thought I'd go ahead and put it on here, and maybe I could at least read a couple in this series. Then I have the Tony Hill and Carol Jordan series by Val McDermott, and I need to read books number 2 through 11, and I think I have book number 2 downstairs, but this was book number 1. And I really like this TV series that's based on this book series, and I've always wanted to read this series, and I read the first one, and I enjoyed the first one, and I don't know why I never continued, especially since I have the second book downstairs. It's just not right. Then we have the Myrtle Hardcastle series by Elizabeth C. Bunce, and I need to read books 2 and 3. I think that's what's out. I don't think it's a finished series, and I think there's only 3 out, or at least there was when I made my list. So we'll go with that. It's a middle grade mystery series. Then I have the Spindle Cove series by TESS, and I need to read books numbers 2 through 5 to have that finished. And of course, last but not least by any means, is the Pendergast series by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. I read books 1 and 2. Y'all know all about that. So I need to read books 3 through 20. Yeah, probably ain't going to finish that series, but we're going to put a big dent in it anyway. So that's one of my 20s. And so the next 20, because it's 20, 20, and 2 for 2022. So my next 20 I've decided to put on here are 20 new series, new to me anyway, that I would like to try. These are probably a lot of series that I have heard so much about from a lot of different people, and I've just really, really wanted to try them. There are a lot of backlist ones, which is why I said that 2022 was going to be the backlist year. And so, let's see. The first one is the Lucas Davenport series by John Sanford. There are 31 books in this series, but what I'm going to do is I need to at least read 2 or 3 from these new series. So I can't just start a new series and leave it at book 1. I need to at least continue with reading at least 2 or 3 books from that series. That is my goal. So here we are, the Rules of Praise, first one. I need to read that. See, look at that, reading them books off my bookshelf. And then I have How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell. I think that's how you say her name. There are 12 books in this series, and me and my friend Sherry from the Killing Time with Cozies Discord are going to buddy read those. We're going to read 1 a month, so I will definitely be starting this one and finishing this one by the end of the year. And then there's The Keeper of the Lost City by Shannon Messenger. There are 9 books in that series, and also, again, me and my friend Sherry are going to buddy read that series, and so I should be able to finish that series by the end of the year. Then I have the Grant County series by Karin Slaughter, and there are 6 books in that series, and my friend Barb and I are going to buddy read that series this year, so I should be able to knock that series off. See how I've done this? I have put my buddy reads on here. And so then I'll feel accomplished. See? So this is Blindsided. It's the first book in that series. Then also, because I really wanted to get through Karin Slaughter's backlist and especially her series, I would like to start on the Will Trent series by Karin Slaughter, and there are 10 books in that series. Then I have the Jack Reacher series by Lee Child. I've always wanted to try this series, and I've had this book on my shelf for a very long time. A very, very, very long time. I won't say how long, but it's been there a while. And so there are currently, I think, 26 books in this series. So yeah, big series, but if I can just read a couple, I'll be happy. Then there's the Lord Peter Wimsey series by Dorothy Sayre. There's 11 books in that series, and it is it's a classic series, and drat it all, I have the first book over on my shelf over there, and it's late at night, and I'm too lazy to get up and go get it. I got all these other ones. I forgot that one. But anyway, so there's that one. I'm trying to read more of my classic mystery books that I have, so I decided to put that one on here. And then, of course, we got to have some cozy mysteries on this list, and I would like to try the Bake Shop Mystery Series by Ellie Alexander. There are currently 15 books in that series, and my friend Tiffany, she is absolutely loving this series. She is going through it quite quickly. She has been binging that series just in the last, I think, month or so, and she's done probably pretty well. So she really likes it. I know some others that really like it. I don't know how I'll feel about it. Oh, disclaimer, that is another thing that I forgot. If I start reading a series and I don't like it, then I'm nixing it off my series and I'm going to put another one on there. Because I'm not going to just stick with it if I'm not liking it. But I think I might like the Bake Shop series. Fingers crossed anyway. Then there is one that I have been really wanting to read for a long time, and that's the Bibliophile Mysteries by Kate Carlisle, and there are currently 16 books in that series. And then the Booktown Mystery Series by Lorna Barrett, and there are currently 16 books in that series. So I have the Secret Books and Scone Society by Ellery Adams, and there are currently 5 books in that series. And if I remember right, I do believe this is the only series by Ellery Adams that I haven't read yet. And she has a lot of series, and I've pretty much read them all. She's probably my most read author. I think I've read like 30 or more books from her. Then I have the Eddie Flynn series by Steve Kavanaugh, and there are 6 books in that series, at least that I think there are 6 books in that series. And I've heard so much about this series from Janelle from Too Fond of Books, and she really likes this series, and every time she talks about it, I want to read this series, so I am going to. Then I have one of Tiffany's favorites, the Stephanie Plum series by Janet Ivanovich. There are currently 28 books in this series. I know her and also Hannah really enjoy this series, and I've said I was going to try it, and so here we are. We are going to try this series. And then I have the Bryant and May Peculiar Crimes Unit by Christopher Fowler. There are 15 books in this series, and I've also heard Janelle from Too Fond of Books talk about this series. That's where I got this one from. It sounded like really fun because I think it's about some older people. Anyway, so yeah, I've heard about this one from Janelle from Too Fond of Books, and I always thought this series sounded kind of interesting, so I want to give it a try. Then I have the Leaphorn and Chi series by Tony Hillerman, and there are 25 books in this series. And I have several of these books on my shelf, so I really hope I like this series. And then I have The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott. There are 6 books in that series. I have read book 1, but it's been so long ago that I'm starting over, and I'm just going to start from book 1. And it's a middle grade series, and I remember really enjoying the first book, and so I hope I still enjoy it and will continue. Okay. And so the next one I have is the Alex Delaware series by Jonathan Kellerman. And there are currently 37 books in this series, and boy, is that intimidating. But I just want to give it a try, so we'll see. And then there's the Rizzoli and Isle series by TESS Gerritsen. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And there are 13 books in that series. I absolutely love the show whenever I used to watch it on TV, so I've always wanted to try the books that the series was based on, so give it a try. Then I have the Poppy McAllister series by Libby Klein. This is another one of Tiffany's favorite series. There are 7 books currently in that series, and she is always talking about how much she loves it, and so I knew I needed to try it, so we're going to do it. Okay, and then the last one is the Pages & Co. series by Anna James. There are currently 4 books in this series, and this is the first one, and it's called The Book Wanderers. And I got this from Secret Santa, and I'm really excited to give it a go, so yay! Okay, so for my 2 books, or 2 series actually, I made it kind of easy on myself actually. So I put 2 series that I want to start and finish by the end of the year. And so one of those is the Theodore Boone series by John Grisham. There are 7 books, and I have all 7 books on my shelf. So I would like to binge all those and get them done and decide whether I want to turn them into the used bookstore or keep them. But I have all 7 of them, so we'll see. And then I would also like to read the Mr. Limoncello's Library by Chris, I don't know if it's Grabenstein? Stein? I never know. Anyway, there's 5 books it looks like in that series, and so I'd like to read books number 1 through 5. And so, yeah, I made the 2 books there kind of easy on me. I just didn't know what to put there. So I just added 2 series, and I figured if I started them and I finished them, then that was okay. So that's what I put there. And anyway, so are there any series on here that are your favorite series? Which series do you think out of my new series should I start with first? Are there some of the ones that I'm continuing on that you're excited about and can't wait for me to continue them? Come on, chat me up in the comments and let me know. I'm really excited about all the series that I have on here. I know this isn't going to be all the series that I start or all the series that I work on, but these are the ones I'm going to concentrate on this challenge, at least. By now, you've probably seen my series video, and so you know that there's no way this is going to be all the series that I read. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do for this challenge. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.